This is the Manifest Your Masterpiece podcast, and you're listening to episode 8. Welcome to the Manifest Your Masterpiece podcast. My name is Farah Fisher, and I am a manifestation expert, mindset educator, and lifelong creator. If you're looking to massively uplevel your life, relationships, finances, and success, you're in the right spot. I'm on a mission to serve up fresh, hot tools, resources, strategies, concepts, and stories to guide you towards the life you've always dreamed of but never thought was possible. This podcast is your weekly mindset development toolkit to help you maximize your power to live your life by design. It's time to unleash the creator within by tapping into your truly infinite potential. Thank you so much for pressing play, and now let's begin. Welcome back to the Manifest Your Masterpiece podcast. I'm Farah Fisher, as you know, and I was just thinking about something that happened last night in my kitchen. I was peeling a sunchoke. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's a seasonal vegetable, and it's delicious. It's like a potato, but it tastes like artichoke hearts. Anyway, so I was peeling it over my kitchen sink, and I dropped it. I dropped it in the sink, and it landed in the cat food dish that was sitting in the sink. And that is one of the grossest things to me, cat food dishes in the sink, but let alone my food dropping into it. So I think, I kind of reflected on that for a moment, and I was like, how did I manifest that? Because I definitely manifested that. I definitely attracted that into my life because I'm always like, ooh, cat food dish in the sink. Ooh, cat food dish in the sink. Ooh, cat food dish in the sink. And I think the universe just heard me say, oh, cat food dish in the sink. Okay. And yeah, there you go. So anyway, super off topic. In this week's episode, I'm talking about why you should never allow other people's opinions to rule your world. Human beings are beautiful creatures, and they all come with opinions. You like that opinion music? Anyway. People are important and necessary. So are communities. And in order to form meaningful and lasting communities, communication is key. Sometimes our communication involves opinions, and at all times you should honor the opinion of another person, regardless of what it is. They are entitled to their own opinion, and they get to know exactly what is theirs. And so do you. Nice. That's a good thing. I like that. The more reactionary or even based on another person's opinion you become, the more suffering you'll definitely cause yourself. I believe that honoring an opinion of another person is really important, just as long as you honor in a place of detachment. Like, you hold the choice to accept it into your belief system or not, and at that point you would make the best decision for yourself whether to accept it or not. For so long, I was living off the opinions of other people. Ouch! That was not a good time. Nope. I was bullied sometimes as a child and really believed what they said about me. I integrated these things when I grew up, and eventually I started to release them. But this was because I didn't know myself. I believed what they said because I didn't know myself. I didn't know myself well enough to feel established and proud of the person that I am and the person I want to be. I also held the opinions of money and lack mindset for a while because the well-meaning adults in my life taught me that, and that's just a part of growing up. Realizing what limiting beliefs and opinions had been installed in you since you were little and dismantling them completely. If you do not know yourself, what your values are, or your own opinions are, it's really easy to fall into the opinion traps of others. We all want to belong to some sort of collective, and so to take the opinions of other people seems to be the obvious choice to get into that belonging. For example, I told my mom that I would go to college for biology. I love biology, and I knew it since 10th grade, a biology course. I knew that I wanted to know more about it, but only because mommy wanted me to go to college. So I went to college, and after a while, I started to think otherwise. For those of you with a biology degree, you might understand organic chemistry, biochem, trig, anyway, gross, not my thing. I would drive to school thinking, if I died in a car accident on the road to school, would I be happy? Would I die happy today? And the answer was no. The answer would be I died stressed out, I died inauthentic, and that question really validated my heart. It's one thing when you're accomplishing a goal towards something you really want and you choose to push yourself because you know the reward will be incredible. But it's another thing when you just don't give a shit about it and you're still putting yourself through it and trudging through your life inauthentically. This is when you get depressed, ill, and mean. So one day I was sitting in genetics class, and at that point, I knew in my heart I had steered so far away from my true authenticity as an artist and acrylic painter that I just got up and left and never went back. I knew it was the last time, and I've never looked back since. Life really isn't life when you base your decisions and beliefs on the opinions and viewpoints of others, when you fully don't believe in them, or you're just kind of being thrown around by them. Once you can understand the art of not giving a shit and owning your own set of beliefs, opinions, values, and judgments, your whole world opens up to a colorful array of possibility and self-exploration, and there is nothing more delicious than swimming through your own creative and expressive power, guys. Like, own it. It is so good and so expansive and so amazing. Not giving a shit really is an art, though, because if you truly did not care, you'd probably be dead. In my experience, the only time you should give no shit is when someone offers you a negative opinion or an opinion that is trying to control you, manipulate you, or your finances, bring you down, or just plain doesn't resonate with you. When someone says something that doesn't resonate with you, it's almost as if your mind, heart, and spirit all turn on their light bulbs and say, nope, that is not right. So when something doesn't resonate with you, you can let it slide right off you because you are completely in control of your own beliefs and opinions, and this is the greatest part of being alive. I was with someone, I think it was the same person that I left in New York City 2 months in after moving here, and he was just throwing his opinions at me daily, and they did not resonate with me, and they did not feel good to me. They were kind of mean, and so I just had to go. You just gotta bounce when that kind of shit happens. You gotta just say, no, I don't like that opinion. I'm gonna just stick to my authenticity and peace. Anyway, so you have come here to this planet to be a creator. You did not come here to regurgitate someone else's purpose, beliefs, opinions, or live through someone else's life. When you try to validate yourself through the opinion of others, it doesn't matter, because in the end, everyone is going to be different and have different opinions. Opinions change from day to day. That's a lot of opinions to try to keep up with, and a lot of viewpoints to try to please and entertain. No one else will understand you. No one. No matter how much you want them to. They can try to, they can empathize, and they can try to see you, but in the end, all they have is an outsider version and opinion of you. They have their story of you, and it's completely different than your story of you. You have an internal emotional and guidance system that will propel you into your path on your time, and the more time you spend listening to others and taking their advice and end up doing the things you really don't want to do, the less time you have to explore and focus on what actually makes you feel happy and fulfilled. Each person is here for themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. If they aren't here for themselves and they aren't full of themselves, who will they be here for? Who would they be full of? No one. They have to be full of themselves. It all starts with you. How else are you going to manifest your desires if you are allowing and following someone else's desires and opinions? Humans have selfish orientation because they can only see through the eyes of self. Not any human can see through the eyes of another. They truly only know how to live as themselves because there's no one else to see through. It's common sense. Think about it. You don't live through someone else. You can only see through your eyes. You can only experience your life. I will not say that all opinions are wrong, but all opinions are that person's truth. And if a person's truth doesn't resonate with yours, ditch it to the side. Don't allow someone else's truth to bring you down or guide you down a path that feels inauthentic just because they tell you they know what's best. They don't. They really don't, because only you know what's best for you. The pressure is on, guys, because for the longest time, a lot of us have been living for other people. I had been doing it. A lot of us have been following the paths of our parents or our friends because these people all have loving intention and we believe that they have all of the answers when it comes to our own path, which is not right. They may have an idea that can feel good to you, and so you can take action on that, but their opinions stem from their life experiences and they can only attest to it themselves. I think that once you're able to stand strong in your authentic nature, negative opinions don't even have the slightest impact on you. The wind carries them away as soon as they land on your shoulders, and there's no weight to anyone's negative opinions. I also believe that we have to grow up living through others' opinions in order to grow and understand our own choices. As children, we attain the opinions, but once we are adults, we're able to reclaim our authenticity in a whole new light and relish in the reality that we are separate entities with an individual purpose and path. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than owning yourself. So, how do you own your authentic nature? I think a huge part of it comes with forgiving yourself for being roped into other people's opinions. It's natural. The craziest part of that is that you were doing it yourself the entire time. Then, in my experience, I would say you have to honor your feelings. You have to know what makes you feel good, and that is it. From there, your feelings give birth to your thoughts, and your thoughts create your opinions. And I'm not out here saying that feeling good is the only way to feel, because I believe that every single emotion deserves equal attention and equal respect. You need to feel bad in order to know how to feel good. But feeling good is the goal, right? We all want to feel good. Feeling bad isn't necessarily like, oh yeah, like I woke up today, I can't wait to fucking hate my life. Like, you want to feel good. That's the goal. Listening to and honoring your emotional guidance system will be very useful when learning about your authentic self. Don't take anything personally and always ride with your confidence. Nothing can tear down your truth once you understand what it is. Are you ready to reclaim your power? Don't allow other people's opinions to guide your life unless it may be of benefit to you in some way. Finding your authentic path can be scary at first because so many of us are lost. But once you get going, you become unstoppable, and honoring your freedom of opinion and belief is the best thing in this life, because again, how will you ever manifest anything when you're living by someone else's opinions and desires? I give you all the strength and courage you need to find your authentic truth. You got this. You're already doing it. You're on your way. Just by listening to this podcast, you are doing it. You are a powerful creator of worlds. You got this. So that's all I got for you today. If you like this episode, subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Manifest Your Masterpiece. I really can't wait to connect with you in the next episode. Until then, ciao!